How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you the fastest method to rank up your guns in MW2. Because I don't know if I'm the only one, but in MW2 there's literally no point in ranking up when your level just capped at 55 for now. It's kind of pointless leveling up. I find no enjoyment out of doing it. So the only actual thing to do in this game is to do the camo grind. It's literally the only thing I'm doing right now, and I'm sure 99% of you are the same. And you need to rank up your weapons to do that. So this video is going to be the fastest method. If you do go on to enjoy though, please smash the like button, also subscribe down below, and let's get into it. So for this camo grind, you know, it's not just as simple as unlocking the camos. Half the time to even unlock a gun, you've got to get another gun to a certain level, and it's kind of random. So this is really important to rank up your weapons, because even though you haven't got to go to a really high level, it's still pretty slow ranking them up just in core public game modes. Like all the favourites that used to rank up and get the most XP, like Domination, Hardpoint, just aren't simply ranking up your guns that much now. I'm lucky if I rank up my gun once in about 2 games of Domination and Hardpoint. Where on Invasion, which is kind of like a ground war sort of thing, I don't know how else to explain it, it's about 25 players in each team, and you level up so much faster in a game that probably, even though it goes for about 20 minutes, is done within about 15. Most of the time I'm ranking up my guns 3 or 4 times. It's really effective. Like look here, this is me ranking up my gun 4 times in one game, which never usually happens in a normal public match of Domination, Hardpoint, Kill Confirm, whatever it is. And I probably get more kills in those Domination games than I do on Invasion, yet the XP for weapons especially is just so much better. So talking about Invasion, just MW2 in general, I don't really want to talk about the game too much, because I want to do another video going about my opinion on it so far, because there's a lot of positives, but there's also a lot of negatives, and a lot of YouTubers are picking up on it. Just a lack of content. It kind of feels like this game, we're still playing the beta. They've released this game and we're playing about half of it still. There's so much missing within this game, or just stuff that isn't working properly. It's a bit of a rough time, but also it's still a fun Call of Duty. Whereas Invasion's probably the only thing that feels complete. It actually feels like it's complete and ready to be played, whereas half the other game modes just don't feel complete. It feels about 50%. So Invasion's not only good to rank up your guns, it's actually just a fun experience because it feels like a complete mode. Then you're not playing like a beta or B-Tech version of it with so many problems and glitches and stuff like that. So it's just fun playing it, and it's really effective to rank up your guns. And also I think what most people are stating is, which is the obvious, there is bots in Invasion. Obviously not every player is a bot, but with each team, a number of bots spawn in, and they give you XP for your weapons. They give you XP in general, but especially for the guns, and they make you rank up your guns so much faster, and they're really easy to kill. Sometimes they have armor, but nevertheless they're still pretty easy to kill. And I was actually against bots in a public match of multiplayer before this game came out. I just thought it really wouldn't work, and why are we mixing the two together? We have Spec Ops, we have multiplayer, there's no point putting them together. But I kind of changed my mind a little bit. I actually really like this now, because it makes ranking up weapons 10 times easier, so I'm all for it now. Anything to make my life easier when doing this camo grind, I'll take. And just Invasion in general, I really like this mode, I really like this map. I was always a fan of like ground war and stuff like that in previous Call of Duties, so I was always gonna like this game mode, but I just like it for other reasons, such as skill-based matchmaking. I've got no proof, there's no analytics to show this is true, but on this game, you come against players that are really good, players that are really bad, and just okay casual players within the same game. Whereas on 6v6, it's always players that are the same bracket of skill as you. So every game of 6v6 is going to be constantly battling for your kills and to get your streaks and level up your guns. It's a grind because they're all the same rank as you pretty much. Whereas within Invasion, it's mixed, and I really like that. And it's not as annoying dying to a really good player when there's other random skill bases within the same game. Like I said, I've got no evidence that points towards this, but it's just obvious. 25 players in each team. That's 50 players that are supposed to be all the same skill. It's just not going to happen. Otherwise, you would never load into a game. It'd take 10 years, because finding 50 players of your skill, so they just throw in any old rank of player. It can be terrible, they can be amazing, and it works. I understand why skill-based matchmaking is in this game, and that's for another day anyway, but old Call of Duties where it was barely in the game, it was there, but not so noticeable as it is now. Those CODs were some of the best, and it worked. No one really complained that they were constantly dying to difficult players on the OG CODs, whereas now it's just a different story, but that's for another day anyway. Back to Invasion, it's kind of good for that reason, because there's so many crap players, there's so many good players, and then the casual ones that are just camo grinding and whatnot. You got a mix of everything, so it makes leveling up your guns a lot easier because you get more XP, the players aren't as good or a lot more mixed, and it's just more of a fun experience, to be honest. But I am curious, guys, because I'm going to be making a video about my overall thoughts on MW2, whether it's good or bad and stuff like that. So I want to see your opinions on the game. Leave them in the comments down below. What you think of MW2 so far? And in Invasion, do you guys enjoy it? Do you not? I think it's probably one of the best game modes on this game so far, and it's so much easier to rank up your guns, which was the purpose of this video.